Guys, the markets are bouncing off. Bitcoin took support on its 50 EMA on the weekly time frame, which is also the bull market support band. And the sentiment across crypto Twitter as well as YouTube has drastically shifted in the last 2-3 days. Maybe because of the government shutdown. But guys, it is very important to be mindful of some key levels on the Bitcoin chart, and also if there is an actual run towards the upside that is still pending for Bitcoin as well as altcoins, it is very important that you are in the right assets. In this episode, guys, I'm going to discuss my top altcoin plays and also the speculative altcoin section, which I believe could be getting some massive bids in the next few days and weeks. So if that is the type of content you enjoy, guys, then make sure that you do not miss any part of this episode. And now, guys, let's get right into it.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
So guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me yet again. If you enjoy this type of content, guys, then make sure that you drop a like first and also hit the subscribe button. It is going to go a long way in my opinion. Now, right here you can see, guys, we have the chart of Bitcoin. So yesterday I mentioned about some possible scenarios for the bullish case, which was a double 1-2, which is going to look like this: 1-2, 1-2, and looking for a 3-4-5, 4-5. All right. So this is still possible. This is your bullish case scenario. Otherwise, what we were looking for is an ABC towards the upside, which was basically something like this. We have a wave A here, we have a wave B, and this price action 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is your wave C to end this three-waver towards the upside and then look for another three-way move towards the downside. That is still possible. Now, guys, one more thing that I need to mention here is the fact that if you're looking for this structure towards the upside to be your wave 5, then basically you had two different target boxes for your wave 5. First one is right here between $107,120 and $107,890, and the other one is very close to the weekly naked point of control sitting at $109,700. We have done the first target, so it is not necessary that we go all the way right around here, but this structure towards the upside, this does not look really impulsive. That is why I still feel that we could see another high forming on the chart of Bitcoin at the moment, but now we have some clear invalidation levels as well. So guys, first off, if you are looking for a larger, double 1-2, which means a 1-2 and this entire price action is 3, now looking for a 4 and then looking for another 5 towards the upside, because inside of this larger wave 3, you already have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 potentially. Now guys, if the price breaks below the highs of your first wave right around here, then guys, it is going to be invalidation for a wave 4. All right. So a larger 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is not going to be possible. That is why, guys, this level becomes very, very crucial. $104,570. I still have my longs open on Bitcoin, which I opened right around here yesterday because I was looking for a move towards the upside. I have taken a little bit of profits, and on the PropW account, I have already closed the entire position on both Bitcoin and ETH longs. So we are doing pretty great in that aspect as well. As you can see right around here, this was the trade, Ethereum long and Bitcoin long. So both of these were closed in slight profits, I would say. $126 on this one. This is the Bitcoin long, and $168 on the long of Ethereum. All right. Now, if I show you my dashboard right around here, I am currently in a profit of $554. And that basically means I'm still a little bit away from the $5,000 target, but we are going to eventually achieve it as well. If you want to join us on this PropW challenge, all of these trades are being shared inside Karoshi's private. As you can see, these two trades were sent last night when I went long on Bitcoin as well as long on Ethereum. And we have closed both of these trades in profits. As you can see, closing both BTC and ETH scalp longs on PropW. So if you want this, then make sure that you check out the link in the description section below. If you want to sign up on PropW, guys, we have a massive discount right now of 20% on all of these packages: $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 or $100,000 challenge, whichever you want to buy. The link is going to be given in the description section below to avail your discount. If you use the link, you are going to be getting 20% discount. So if you want, you can sign up on that as well. All right. Now, guys, talking about price action on Bitcoin at the moment. So guys, first off, as I mentioned, if price breaks below this level, this is a key level of support in my opinion, $104,000 to $104,500. If we are going to do something like this, guys, I am going to open a short instead of maintaining my long right around here, because I would be looking for lower prices potentially coming into $96,000, $97,000. Even $95,000 is still on the cards. But what we need to understand is, where do we actually plan our swing long setups on Bitcoin as well as on altcoins? Because right now I have been just scalping the market. We took a short here, we took a long here, we took another long here, we took another long here. Now potentially we're looking for a short setup somewhere around here, or maybe price goes somewhere around here in this region for another wave 5 before you break below $104,000. If you reverse back from here, you're looking at $109,000. That is quite the possibility here. And if that happens, I would be looking for another short setup in this region, most likely, after we have seen some price action, because I cannot be just putting up limit orders in this region, because you have to be very mindful of the volume. You have to be mindful of, how the price is reacting to a particular level. Even if you think that it is going to be a resistance zone, you have to see the resistance or the rejection play out before you actually get into a short setup. But that is what my plan is at the moment. If you see that rejection here, you're looking for a move back down into this region, potentially filling the CME gap as well, which we left from Sunday, which is currently sitting at $104,160. So I'm being very cautious about my setups on Bitcoin as well as on Ethereum. I feel the next leg up is going to be ruled by Ethereum, in my opinion. So that is why I'm very keen to build a long position, a swing long position on Ethereum. And a lot of whale activity has been already spotted, which I have shared inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. As you must have seen from my last video, I have been sharing a lot of these whale alerts and whale trading alerts. Whenever these people are buying something, these people are selling something, the big whales, I am mentioning all of that inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. So we are tracking every single thing out there. All right. Now, talking about Ethereum in terms of short-term price action. So again, you have similar price action here, guys. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But again, this cannot be counted as an impulse because of an obvious reason that wave 3 is likely seen as the smallest wave out of all of these 3 waves towards the upside, the 3 motive waves. All right. So you cannot count this structure as impulsive, right? Which would also mean that we are really not looking for a reversal already on Ethereum. But there is still a possibility if we actually form 3 wave structures and we end up forming some sort of a diagonal. 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, and then this is your 4, and then this is your 5, right? So maybe we form some sort of a contracting diagonal. Something like this is still possible for Ethereum. So this is going to be a good level to bid, in my opinion. But again, because of the price action on Bitcoin, I'm not going to be going long on Ethereum either, just in case Bitcoin invalidates my zones. Because if it hits $104,000, I am going to be looking for shorts instead of going long at that time. But again, things might change. So if you want real-time updates, make sure that you are inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. All right. Now, coming back right around here, the thing is we have to be very mindful of the fact that we are looking for swing long positions eventually. So let's just say price comes back all the way down, right? I'm going to be going long, swing long on Ethereum. I'm targeting new all-time highs from these levels, wherever we form the low, maybe somewhere around at like $2,800 or wherever the price is for Ethereum, when, we see the bounce on Bitcoin from $95,000, $96,000, just in case we go there. All right. The other scenario is again going to be very simple. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then a 3-wave move towards the downside to form our wave 2. So this becomes 1, this becomes 2. This is where I go long. All right. So swing long setups, I'm still waiting on those. I'm just scalping the market on a daily basis almost every single day in the last few days. And that is what I am doing in terms of leverage trading. And we have been killing it, by the way, inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private. As you can see right here, these were the trades sent yesterday inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private, both on Ethereum as well as on Bitcoin. All right. Now coming back on the chart of Ethereum right here, again, I'm keeping tabs on the chart of Bitcoin to trade Ethereum as well. But usually, guys, Ethereum tells you a better story in terms of, the technicals, in my opinion. So again, I think that the possibility of, getting a big move up on Bitcoin or on Ethereum at the moment, I feel is slightly lower compared to what it could have been if we were to see price going above $111,000, because that is the key level at the moment. All right. Now talking about another asset, that is going to be, of course, Solana. So Solana also looks pretty weak at the moment. I'm still going to be looking for zones somewhere around here in this region, which is around $143 or even $126. That is also quite the possibility, because you have to understand where the trend is in the shorter term. All right. This is going to reverse eventually, right? But you can see that this is a big move, big flush towards the downside, a quick move towards the downside, and then basically just a chop towards the upside. So this is just another bear flag. You are coming back into this region. That is still a possibility. That is why, guys, I'm suggesting you that you're not going long too much, on too many assets at the moment. Please be aware of, the potential downside risk before you actually reverse back up. All right. So that is one thing, a word of caution that I want to give you at the moment. Apart from that, guys, there are some other assets which I am going to focus on. Once price goes to my levels, I will be bidding massively on these altcoins, because I do not believe that the bull run has ended. But again, I feel that not many people still believe that the bull run has ended and we are getting into a bear market. Only a handful of people are, saying it with conviction that the market is already in a bear phase. All right. Now, talking about the other assets, the stronger ones that I am currently watching. Of course, guys, we have Hyperliquid. A lot of people are looking at this zone, which is around $34.4 to hold as support. But I think this chart is also looking pretty bearish at the moment. So I'm being very patient to see if price can come back into this region, which is 28.3 to around $34.4. This is where I would be bidding hype. Again, I already have a bag, so I'm not buying more. I'm not selling either at the moment. But again, I would buy if price is coming into this region for Hyperliquid. If I talk about the other token, which I am very bullish on, that is going to be definitely the Pump Fund token, which you can see right around here. So I did mention that anything below the ICO price for Pump Fund is a good bet in my opinion, which is 0.00400. All right. So right now we are getting rejected on this trend line one more time. I feel the breakout is very much imminent at the moment. We might see something like this before the breakout actually happens. So just be aware of that as well. Your buy zone is currently the green box right around here, which is extending from 0.0026 all the way to the ICO price, which is 0.0040. I'm not going to be buying any pump above the ICO price. So whenever the price is coming below it, I am just regularly DCing into Pump Fund as well. Moving on to the next project, guys, I want to mention about Zora. Now, Zora, I believe, is the Pump Fund of base chain. All right. I do feel that Zora is eventually going to see a massive bounce. And you can see right here, this is my zone of interest. So in this region, I will be actively DCing on Zora as well. Maybe, if Bitcoin goes to like $96,000, you are coming back to around 0.04 for Zora. So that is still another like 30-40% move towards the downside, I guess, which is 34%, right? So this is where I would be bidding on Zora as well. So these are the strong assets that I do feel are going to get a massive rebound very soon, in my opinion. Then Aster, I feel this is the level. Anything below $1 is going to be a good buy on Aster as well. Now, guys, let's talk more about the speculative assets, the altcoins, which are more speculative in nature, which means you can get massive moves maybe within a day or two, or maybe within a week, just because of short-term hype and narrative. All right. So the first one I want to mention is going to be ZK-USDT. This is ZK Sync. All right. So if I show you the chart right now, you can see on the daily time frame, we have seen a big spike towards the upside. We got rejected at the 200 EMA on the daily time frame. This is also a massive rejection zone, as you can see right around here. All right. Now, I am looking for price to come back into this region, which is the bottom of this channel where we were previously trading in. So this level becomes very crucial in my opinion. We could be seeing something like this. Maybe we grind a little bit in this region and then we go higher. So this is the region where I might bid on ZK Sync as well. And guys, one thing that I really need to mention here is I am not interested to buy these assets, the speculative ones in spot, because just in case the market goes south, I don't want to be holding them long term. All right. Which means I'm going long on these assets on a very low leverage, which means like 2x, 3x, 5x. That is the most that I'm taking on ZK Sync. And I am willing to DC into this region so that I can target the highs on this as well. Potentially, guys, there is still potential that you come back into this region, which is somewhere around like 23 cents. So that is also a good move towards the upside. If the privacy narrative keeps on cooking, this is bound to move as well. But I'm not really sure how long this privacy thing is going to be in this market, because I do see a new narrative taking its place very soon. And that is related to this next coin, which I have to mention, that is World Liberty Finance Token. Guys, this is Trump's project and it has been down only ever since, its launch, right? Right now, you can see this is the first time you have seen a very nice green candle on World Liberty Finance, which is WLFI. I feel that this region right around here, which is your range highs, or you can say the value area high of the range, which is around 15 cents. This is going to be a crucial level of support. If you go lower, guys, this is another level of interest around 14 cents in my opinion. I really think that we could do something like this and then go higher on WLFI as well. So I'm bidding on this. Again, low leverage, I will be going long, but I'm not going to be buying these in spot, because at the end of the day, if you're going long on an asset, it is much easier to, get yourself out of that trade compared to if you're holding a bag in spot, because you don't really see the downside risk of holding. While if you're trading, I feel that, it is very important that you trade at this moment. All right, because nothing is guaranteed at the moment, right? Now, moving on to the next one, I have to mention Starknet as well. So Starknet has been doing pretty well. As you can see right around here, we have a nice move on Starknet. But again, this is also similar to ZK Sync, right? It's again a privacy focused layer 2 network built on Ethereum. Your next zone of interest is somewhere around here. So we could see this move towards the upside. I would be looking for a nice level of support, which is right around here, around 16 cents. This is a good zone of support. So if price is coming into this region, I might bid and go for a long setup right here all the way for a nice 2x setup. It's going all the way to around 32 cents, right? Moving on to the next one, guys, I have to mention 𝗕𝗓𝗪 as well. I think there is a possibility we see a massive move on 𝗕𝗓𝗪 coming soon. We can see that these are the assets which have been able to come back above the point from where they started to dump on 10th of October. This is how you are spotting relative strength in the market. All right. For 𝗕𝗓𝗪, guys, this is your 50 EMA on the daily time frame, which I feel is going to be respected pretty much. And this is also a region where we had a zone of support earlier on. So I think this box right here between 4.67 and 5.46 is going to be a crucial level of support for 𝗕𝗓𝗪. I'm looking at $9 in the shorter term, and potentially all the way to like $12.4 is also quite the possibility. If you see this chart, guys, we are sitting very close to the bear market lows of 2023 October itself. All right. Moving on to the next one, guys, we have Near Protocol. This is also getting massive bids. As you can see, again, this is showing some strength. Usually, guys, this is not how it works, right? We see a big dump towards the downside, price retraces all the way down to recover the wick, and then we see a big move up, and then, again, back down. This is not how it goes. The assets that have shown strength so far, they are going to retrace a little bit in this region, and then the second leg, or I would say the third wave towards the upside, is going to be seen, in my opinion. All right, so that is what I am waiting for on Near as well. This is the box of interest for me between 2.32 and around $2.5. All right, so if price is going to come back into this region, you are looking at a nice setup all the way to around like $4, in my opinion. Even from the current price, it can bounce off. But usually, guys, whenever you see price breaking past the 200 EMA, which is the white line right around here on the daily time frame, and the 50 EMA is below the 200 EMA, it basically indicates that we are in a downtrend and we are looking for a structure shift, maybe shifting to a bullish structure or an uptrend. Right now, in that particular case, guys, what happens is your 200 EMA is basically flat like this, and your 50 EMA is slowly coming back up. So potentially you could see something like this, price coming back down all the way to the 50 EMA and then reclaiming back higher above the 200, and that is where the long setup is. All right, so this is also a good thing that you can spot on the charts for yourself. I have seen this, guys, for hundreds and hundreds of times, guys. I have been doing this for more than 5 years. All right, so I know how the charts play out. So I'm just letting you know everything in advance, because, guys, if you actually see the downside on Bitcoin, you are going to get some really cool entries on altcoins. And I still don't think that, we are in a bear market, because I have already given you enough reasons for that. Right? Moving on to the next play, guys, I have ICP. So let's just quickly consider that as well. Right here, you can see I'm looking for price to fall back into the EMAs right here, the daily 250 EMA. So this is the region to bid, in my opinion, around like $5.3. So wait, be patient and just wait for price to come at your zones. If they do not come, guys, I have given multiple assets. All right, 1 or 2, 3, 4, maybe, right? These are going to come all the way to your entry zones. If they don't, you don't enter. You don't enter. All right, it is fine. You don't have to take too much risk at the highs, just buying the green candles. All right, so just focus on that, what I am showing you right now. Then, guys, one more play which I want to mention is going to be WLD. This is WorldCoin, guys, and I do think that eventually you are going to see a big move up on WLD as well. So just be patient about this trend line on the daily time frame. Once you see a breakout, you are looking at price to come back to $1.20 in the shorter term. So you can look for something like this. This is a nice move already of 41%. All right, if you're looking for grabbing a bag at the lows, then, guys, right around here, you can see that this is your zone of support at the moment, somewhere around like 0.60. If you are able to see this level, guys, which is also coinciding perfectly with this low right around here from April 2025. If you are able to see something like this, guys, this is a good bet. You can also buy this in spot if you wish. All right, now moving on to the next play, guys, I have a new mention that is from the privacy meta, and that is Xano. All right, this is on 𝗕𝗪 as well as on Bitmart and a few other small exchanges, but I think this is going to be pumped very soon as well. Right now, you can see we are forming some sort of a cup and handle formation. We have broken out from the handle, and now we are looking to break past the cup and handle neckline as well. This was mentioned earlier on today, around $15.5 inside Kuroshi's private. That is where you get the earliest alpha. We are already up on that particular trade. We are looking for the next price target at $29, and even $60 is quite the possibility here. But again, guys, this is going to be a short-term trade. So if you get in on this one, because you cannot go long, you have to buy this in spot if you prefer to choose this, then guys, you do not have to hold this for more than 2-3 months. All right. So if it does not perform, guys, again, nothing is financial advice. I'm just sharing information. I'm just tracking some whales, and I'm just, trying to give you the best information at the moment that is available in the markets. And if you like this type of content, guys, make sure that you drop a like and also smash that subscribe button, right? And guys, this is not financial advice, but I'm telling you, if price goes up, you have to take your profits. All right. It's not something that is going to revolutionize the crypto space or the world. All right. 99% of the altcoins that are there in the crypto space at the moment, they're not going to revolutionize the entire space. Maybe Sui becomes the next Solana. All right. Or maybe it does not. We don't know. Right. So it is better, guys, that you're focusing yourself into plays which are making real life revenue, like PumpFun, like Hyperliquid, like Aster, Zora, Aerodrome. Right. These are the assets which are going to stay in the game for a long period of time, just because of the fact that they are making real life revenue and they're putting it back into the tokens in terms of buybacks and burns, right? So this is what you need to focus on for the majority of your portfolio. Apart from that, the plays that I've just shared with you all, zkSync, Starknet, Arweave, Near, Xano, ICP, World Liberty Finance, and even WorldCoin, these assets you can just flip trade. All right. So you can just buy now and, maybe go long, and after like 100%, 200%, 300%, or if you're lucky, 500% profits, you just exit and take your money out. All right. So that is one thing that you need to please keep in mind. All right. Nothing is financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm just sharing as much information as possible with me at the current moment. All right. Apart from that, guys, I also shared an update on X just recently about 𝗕𝗪. I do feel that 𝗕𝗪 might be coming back very soon. We are bouncing off from the 0.786 Fibonacci level. This is an asset that outperformed the rest of the market in the first phase of this bull run. It was pumping from the beginning of the bear market itself. It went up 155x between October 2022 and July 2024. Ever since then, we have seen a massive 80.6% retrace from the all-time highs of 20 cents. Price has done a full retrace to the 786 fib, which you can see right around here, which was sitting at 0.045. So this, in my opinion, is the bottom for 𝗕𝗪. If you're going to see an altcoin season, you are going to see at least a 6x move on 𝗕𝗪 from the current price point, in my opinion, according to my technical analysis. Again, nothing is financial advice, guys. This market is very risky. I have to tell you over and over again, do not just blindly buy anything that I say. Always do your own research. At the end of the day, guys, you cannot buy 10-20 different coins, which I share. So you have to pick and choose wherever you find your own conviction, because at the end of the day, it's just going to be you who is going to take all the profits home, and it's only going to be you who is going to be responsible if you face any losses. All right. Now, guys, let's talk about a few meme coin plays as well. But before that, guys, I want to mention about ATM. This is a utility project, in my opinion. This is where you can use machine learning powered algorithms to discover alpha and analyze runners coming from PumpFun and even on Binance Smart Chain. These guys have had a very nice launch, and this is going to be supported by PumpFun Spotlight, which is the new ICM meta or the new, ICM incubator launched by PumpFun itself. So eventually these kind of things are going to come out. I'm just letting you know the insider information at the moment. They have recently also launched a new feature, which you can see right around here. ATM's fake organic volume checker is now live. First to market tool to detect fake volume or organic growth on any PumpFun token. The most valuable do your own research edge since bundle checks. We think so. I do feel that, a lot of these new projects that come out on PumpFun, they are all using fake volume and bots, right? So if you can use ATM to just detect very easily and very quickly like this, where the fake volume is coming from, or if a token is actually growing towards the upside organically, it is going to be a game changer, in my opinion, for sure. That is what they launched. And I have mentioned this key level, guys, to you all in the first episode itself about ATM, where I told you that, $576,000, which is your 0.786 Fibonacci level, is going to be a key level of support. We have not yet touched that level. All right. So if you get that level, guys, I don't know if you will or not, but if you get to see this level, guys, make sure that you're not fading it at all. All right. Right now we have this SR flip level at 1.12 million. If you are flipping this into support, you're looking at next target at 1.5. If you're breaking that, you're looking at new all-time highs, potentially $3, $4, $5 million market cap in the shorter term. In my opinion, guys, I'm looking for $10 to $20 million on this one, at least before I start taking profits. All right. So this is one that I am currently positioned in. Apart from that, guys, there are meme coins, of course, which I do believe in. This is mascot of the trenches, Rug, currently sitting at $321,000 market cap. Once you break past $371,000. We are looking at instant new all-time highs. This community has been insane, and that is why I am still supporting a community like this one. This was mentioned on X at $72,000 market cap, and this was mentioned inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧 private at $50,000 market cap. So if you want to get calls like these, guys, make sure that you check out the link in the description section below and follow me on X, and also join us inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧's private. Apart from that, guys, we have another new play that I have recently aped, that is this one, SPSC. So with this one, guys, I do feel that the name in itself is pretty weird, and these kind of tokens usually tend to run very hard in terms of meme coins on Solana, right? So maybe this does something really great, and maybe it does not. So again, nothing is financial advice, guys. When you're getting into meme coins, this is purely something that you have to consider as gamble, right? So do not invest what you cannot afford to lose. This is also paired against USD1, which is the new narrative, which could become really big if, you know, the Bonk and World Liberty Finance partnership is going to grow in the coming few days and weeks and possibly months as well. So this is another one that I've just recently aped. Apart from that, guys, one more play that I have aped, and I did show you a teaser of it in the previous video as well. It is Hearing Things. So the ticker is Hearing right here. The chart is looking really good in my opinion. We have been holding key levels of support. This is your support at around $52,000 market cap. So it is again very risky, guys, because it is a low market cap token. So the higher the reward, the higher the risk as well. All right, so keep that in mind. But I do feel that this could become something because of you know, the branding, and it is, you know, that a lot of people can easily relate with, because, you know, we are all hearing things, right? So $174,000 market cap at the moment. If you wish, you can grab a bag. That is what I have personally done. Apart from that, guys, we have 𝗬𝗧 that is breaking out right now. As you can see, we have a clear breakout from this downward sloping trend line. We are reclaiming previous zones of support, which acted as a resistance earlier on, right around here, as you can see, right around here, as you can see. Now I feel that it is finally time for 𝗬𝗧 to shine as well. So make sure that you consider this one as well if you wish. Again, guys, nothing is financial advice. Apart from that, guys, a few things that I really need to mention here is the fact that, you know, a lot of people are asking me about 𝗕𝗘. A lot of people are asking me about XBT. Guys, I'm holding these bags. What do I have to tell you? What do you want from me? If I have to tell you over and over again that, you know, this is a coin that I'm holding, and that is why you should hold too, guys, this is wrong. All right, you have to make your own decisions. If you like a project, you buy. If you don't like it, you don't. That is as simple as that. At the end of the day, maybe I win. At the end of the day, maybe you win. It is all going to depend on what we hold and what we buy and what we sell and when we sell and when we buy, right? So this is what you need to do as well. All I can suggest you, or I could say that the best advice that I can give you, the only thing that you need to focus on is the fact that you buy low and you sell high. So if you think 𝗕𝗘 can do well yourself, you know, if you think yourself, that is exactly what I have been advocating for quite a lot of time now. All right. If you think 𝗕𝗘 can do well, then guys, you buy because it is low, right? And if you think it is not going to do well, you are free to exit, right? So that is something that you need to make your own decision on. Right? I am holding 𝗬𝗧, I'm holding Pseudo, I'm holding RUG, I'm holding Junkcoin, I'm holding 𝗕𝗘, I'm holding XBT, and I'm holding Andy on BNB as well. All right. I'm holding everything that I have shared with you all. I've not sold anything and I've not dumped anything on you guys. All right. Rest is up to you to imagine or assume, because at the end of the day, guys, if I hold something and if that goes up, it is going to be me who is making profits, not you. Because if you are going to sell something right now when it is at the lows, then it is you who might miss out on profits, right? That is completely going to be your own decision. Please, guys, make sure that you make your own decision. First, you find your conviction, then you buy. Do not buy first and then look for conviction. That is one thing that I've been advocating on this channel for like multiple months now. All right. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, right? That is everything, guys, from this episode. If you want to join 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧's private, the link is given in the description section below. To join the Prop W challenge, the link is again in the description section below. You are going to be getting all of the trades that I personally take on my Prop W challenge account to pass the phase 1 and phase 2 of the challenge inside 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗧's private. So if you want to trade with me on Prop W, guys, you can consider that. The link is given in the description section below. And that is everything, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you drop a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure that you smash that subscribe button and also ring the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.
Never slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.